As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Good morning. I have been up since the crack of dawn. I went to bed super early. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was listening to Anissa and Robin banter back and forth. It was quite comical. I fired them until today, but I have a funny feeling we're not going to see them right away. They're cray-cray. They're cray-cray. Good morning, Pretty and Hi. Linda Lou, Amy, nice to see you. Baby Yoda, Jackie Blue, thank you for all the emails. Sherry Ann, Karen, Kathy. Okie, nice to see you. And Nancy B, nice to see you. Good morning, all. Welcome to the Coffee Club. Good morning, Susan. Nice to see you as well. We don't really go live too much on Saturdays anymore with everything that's been going on. So it's been a little minute since I've been on here Saturday morning. Thought I'd swing in, say hi. I have to tell you, I am very thankful I chose not to go to North Carolina. I have been just utterly exhausted. Good morning, Carol. Nice to see you. And so I feel good. I feel like I'm getting rested. I, don't feel like I'm burning my candle at both ends. Many of you guys know a couple days ago, I was, I read this language of letting go. I told you guys, that's just sometimes you get a little funky, and you just need to let things go and, start taking care of yourself. And this is for the guys too. This is not just women. I know I have a lot of women in my chat daily, but we also have a lot of guys. So we don't want to discredit them. And this does apply to both men and women. And yesterday I didn't read the daily, this, for whatever reason, April is really kind of screaming to me. And so I am going to read today's because I read it earlier as I was getting prepared for the day. And I thought, this is another one. April's just rocking with these messages. And so I thought I'd read that, and I'm going to read that here in a little bit. We're going to wait for some people to wake up, get their coffee. Everybody go get your coffee or your beverage for the next couple hours while you hang out with me. I've got I'm doing something a little different this morning. We have so much pain associated with this channel, with missing people and, just a lot of stuff. So I've got some funny clips for you guys just to lighten the mood a little bit. It's Saturday. I really want you guys to start your weekend off right and just have a good feeling when you leave here today, because we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We've been discussing, as the thumbnail says, the Summer Wells case. And, that's very intense, all these, twists and turns with this. Good morning, Vicky. Nice to see you. And it's just, it does wear on us. It wears on us mentally. It wears on us spiritually. Some of this stuff, good morning, Diesel. It just wears on us. So want to have a little bit of a different feel for today. And as we let people come in, that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to open the panel up because I know a lot of people, have a lot of thoughts that sometimes mimic mine and sometimes don't mimic mine. And this case with Summer Wells, I'm very interested in others' perspective. As we're winding this case, I don't know if you want to call it winding it up or winding it down, but the case is getting as far as it's going to go before action is going to be required of law enforcement, as well as the prosecutor. They're going to have to make some tough decisions here coming up on what the direction of this case is going to look like. So we're getting to that point. So good morning. Did I say Jackie? Did I tell you good morning, Jackie? I'm sure I did. I had to have, because you're one of the first people here. So nice to see you. So I was on White Rabbit's channel yesterday. She comes over here and visits with us, and I happened to see that she was going live and thought I would pop my head into White Rabbit's channel. And it was kind of funny because I had watched, it wasn't a clip on my channel, or on her channel. It was actually her clip that was on Dolly Visions. So I've been watching when I can catch Dolly Vision. He comes in here every now and again to say hi to the group here. And many of you guys know that I never went to Dolly Vision's page because I thought he was, I never met him. And I heard through the grapevine, he was talking mad cash, what, about me, but I don't know if that was true. I haven't gone back to look, nor do I care to. But it could have been a gaslighter or a troll in the account trying to trigger those things, but it did work at the beginning, right? And so I happened to, decide, let me look into this guy. So I popped up one of his, it was just a few days ago, one of his latest lives at that time had been, I don't know, 19 hours prior to, 12 hours prior to, something like that. And I watched it and I was literally cracking up. I was laughing so hard that I'm like, okay, well, this guy seems a little cool. He seems okay. And so then, I subscribed to his channel. And so now it triggers, just like I've subscribed to White Rabbit's channel. So it triggers when these lives come up. So I've been able to pop in there and say hi to people. I have to say, surprisingly, the crew in their channels have been fairly welcoming, outside of one or two just don't like Bullhorn Betty, boo-hoo, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Sorry, guys, I'm having allergy issues. But everybody's entitled to their opinions of someone. I think it's crazy that somebody has never been to my channel, doesn't know who I am, but absolutely hates my guts for no reason. Like, they have no earthly idea who I am or what I do. And I find it just hilarious how misinformed and how easy it would be just to come and check it out and formulate your own opinion instead of harboring someone else's opinion. So anyways, last night it was crazy because I saw this whole brawl, right, on White Rabbit. So it's crazy because it's like third party, right? So I'm watching Dolly Vision's live, which is casting White Rabbit's live about this whole chaos that's going on White Rabbit's channel. And of course, he's commentating on the stuff that's going on. We had Ernie Shell on there. We had Benny Keys on there and some other people. I think the Shannon chick. And, it's just like this whole, just brawl. So, and apparently this has been going on, right, White Rabbit's channel, for the week. So she just decides to come out and say, we're going to have the trailer park brawl here Friday night. Just come on in. And it's like we all get there and it's just crickets. Just crickets. I'm telling you, it is just crickets. And where is that one skit? Is it on my phone? I left my phone in the... I got to go get my phone. Hold on. You guys are going to have to wait. because this kind of just dovetails right into, my feeling of other people. Let me get this pulled up if I can. I should have done this. I forgot about it until I was just talking about other people. And it's so funny. Let's see if I can get it pulled up. Let's see what I can do here. If I can get it pulled up, we'll go ahead and play it. But it takes forever because my phone, I need to clean my phone out. My phone, like even when it's full, still has 120 something gigs on it, because I've got 512 gigs on this phone. That's why I love the phone so much. Like I'm trying to, price out phones for a comparable Apple phone. It's like, I'm going to be spending like over $1,000 for an Apple phone that's comparable to the Samsung that I've got. It's crazy. Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning, Tammy. I missed you. I missed you this morning. So good morning. It's nice to see you in here. I bullhorned my dog Napper and got my dog back 2 days later. Oh my God. Baby Yoda went bullhorn Betty. I love it. I'm glad I'm an inspiration to some. I'm glad. Thank you. You just made my day. And it's so funny because you're talking about, it's almost like you just gave me my segue into one of my clips. I may have to come back and put this back up because my funny clip for this morning is actually animals. And we're going to give a shout out to a creator, but I found this and it was just too good not to, it's too good to, not to share. Okay, let's see. All right, where did I pull that down from? I pulled that from TikTok. So where would it be? Where would you be? I don't have TikTok on here, so let's just go to the camera and see if it's saved in there. I would really, really, really love to get this clip. Really, 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 really love. Let me see if I can just send it to myself. I think it might be easier if I just send it to myself, yeah? There it is. There she is, folks. Let me just send it to myself, and then we'll pull it up. That'll be the easiest. bullhornbetty@gmail.com. From bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Make it easy. There it is. We're going to pull this up. Kanya, good morning. Oh, God, Lord. Your awesome chairs look out of place in your garbage, Bullhorn Betty. Jeez Louise. Kanya, too early for this. Go find some love. Really, you need some more love in your life. You really do. You do. I pray for you. Go make it a great weekend. Don't be watching channels you don't like. Quit spewing hate. Start spewing love. That's what's wrong with the world. You're what's wrong with the world every day. This kind of nonsense right here. Got nothing better to do except hide behind fake names and come into chats. I feel sorry for you. I really do. Oh my goodness. People. What is wrong with people? You want to know what's wrong with society today, Kanya? That is what's wrong with society today. Go find some love. Go find something to do with yourself. There's entirely too many things that need to get done in this world that we can use a little less hate. So, but you know what, Kanya? You just segued me right into my clip, my opening clip. This is for you, babe. This is for you. Let me get it down.
Baby, let me tell you something. I'm not clearing nothing up. Feel how you want to feel about me and stand on it. Period.
There you go, baby. There you go. That's for you. That's for you, Kanya. Right for you. And anybody else. Let's do that again. Should we do that again? I think we need to do that again. I don't know if they heard the message. Let's do it again.
Baby, let me tell you something. I'm not clearing nothing up. Feel how you want to feel about me and stand on it. Period.
There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. Right there. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So do what you do. Do what you do. You do what you do. I do what I do. How about that? Don't even know me. Coming all up in here. Too early for that nonsense. Go find some love in your life. Go find some love in your life. So, anyways, getting on to this. So, we're going to, as I said, this is the language of letting go. I have been reading this book well over 10 years. And still, as I said, for those that don't know, I'm actually surprised it's in as good a shape as it's in, but it has almost like it's a paper, but fiber type of cover, but it keeps up. It keeps up. I slept with this book in my bed for well over a year at one point in time. So, Molly Brown. It is an awesome chair, I got to say. You know what's so funny? It's my wonky TV put up by my ex-husband. Now you know why he's an ex. Can't freaking fix anything, right? It's going to come down. All this back here is going to go away. It's all going to go away. You know what's funny? People don't come here for the views, right? They don't come here for the back views. If that's the case, I wouldn't even have anybody following me, right? They come here for information. Hey, C12, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So, anyways, feel how you want. You don't like the view, change the view. You're the master of your own domain. Go find something productive to do. Go find some love in your life. It's too early for this nonsense. So April 9th, I was reading this. I've been reading it because I've been funky. I've just been funky. Us as women, we take on, we are people pleasers. And some men too, we are just people pleasers. And I think sometimes we lose ourselves trying to please everyone else. And sometimes I think it's important that we take back control. And so the message here, at least for this week, earlier this week on April 7th, we discussed about examining, what others expect from us. We everybody, it seems, and not only that, but sometimes we actually put expectations that we think others have on ourselves. And so it's just breaking that just a little bit, right? And we want to make sure that we're living our lives for ourselves. You got when we're in a plane, I've been flying a lot. I hadn't flown in years and years and years. And then we got into this true crime. We've been flying all over the country. We've been doing a lot of stuff. And so I've been really watching, when I go on a plane, they give you those instructions before your plane, sets off on its destination. And they always talk about, if something happens and the cabin loses pressure, the bag will drop down of oxygen, and you need to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you start helping other people do the same thing. And that is so true in life. You have got to take care of yourself before you're able to help someone else. And so it's all about empowering yourself, empowering your mind. And, I know a lot of people get funky just like me, and they have bad days. And many people aren't as vocal as me. They don't let people know they're having a bad day. They don't let people know they're in a funk, right? They harbor that. And they just push it down and they keep going. They brush it under the rug. Good morning, Christine. They brush it under the rug and they don't do anything to change that, and they stay in that funk until it almost boils over. So here's the message for today. We're going to go through it, and then we're going to get started on some of the stuff. Tassie, nice to see you this morning. Thank you. So for April 9th on the language of letting go, and again, this is just, I love this book. This is my personal pick. There's many different editions of this book. If you guys like what you're hearing, go out and buy yourself your own. I read it, I put it down because I've read it for so many years. Sometimes I forget how important it is to read. And so I put it down, and then something will happen and it'll just pop up. It'll pop up in a weird spot like this the other day. I was just feeling funky. It was covered up, and all I saw was this little corner popping out, just a little corner. And it kind of, I grabbed it and I'm like, I need to read that today. Don't know why, but I something's telling me I need to read it. It hit boom right on what I was dealing with. And I thought, well, and I was compelled to read it online as well, because I felt like if I needed to hear the message, somebody else did. So I figured yesterday I didn't read it. I read yesterday's, and I should have read it online as well, but I didn't for whatever reason. So today I'm saying, you know what, somebody needs to hear this message too. So I'm going to read this one as well. So for April 9th, as many of you guys can see, it says April 9th, right? It doesn't have any year on it because this is one of those books that you pop it to the date. You can keep this for years and years and years, and you just go to the date. So the author of this is Melody Beattie, Beattie, Melody Beattie, right there. There you go. And so for April 9th, it says, don't forget what we get to choose. I got a license in skydiving. I continue to jump, but I was procrastinating on buying my own parachute and gear. I used to rent gear, even though it didn't fit my body comfortably and I was throwing money down the drain. I used to rent the gear because the student parachutes were bigger. A lot of skydivers started going for the smallest as possible canopy as soon as they got into the sport. That didn't work for me. As safe as I try to be, and as much as I concentrate on landing properly, I usually land on my behind. The bigger canopy over my head, the better my behind feels when I land. Whenever I discuss buying my own gear, the other skydivers would start insisting that I had to buy the smaller canopy, not to waste my money on going big. So I put off the purchase, wondering when I'd want to jump and land with a canopy that small. One day, Edie, a skydiver with more than 10,000 jumps and no injuries in the sports, pulled me aside. He asked me if I had bought my equipment. I told him no. He asked why. I told him because everybody had told me that when I bought my first canopy, I should be smaller than the size I was comfortable jumping. Don't be ridiculous. Order the largest size you can. You're the one jumping. You're the one paying for the gear. Don't let others convince you that you shouldn't have what you want. Do what's right for you, and you will be in this sport for a long time. I was comfortable and surprised by his words, how easy it is to let other people's expectations control our thoughts and actions. Sometimes we need a little reminder that it's more than okay to choose what's right for us. It's what we're meant to do. God help me set myself free from the limits that others put on me. So I hope that helps somebody else out today. Quit allowing others. And I think that's the messaging I'm getting reading that is the expectations that others are putting on ourselves, and we're allowing them to do it. And we have to learn to say no. We have to learn to take care of ourselves, and we have to learn to get what we want, not what others want for us. So I hope that is helpful. Hi, Melody. Nice to see you. Snow, good morning. Good morning. So the author is Melody Beattie. This is the book right here. I had a book once that was teal. There's a few Language of Letting Go books. This is the one I've got. This is, what edition is this? Do I have the edition? I don't know which edition this one is, but I know that there is another one. This is from 2000. So I know that I think they create one maybe every year. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So I just think it's very important that we all take personal care of ourselves. And we have to do that because in order for us to help someone else, we have to be mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally strong. And I hope that that's conveyed this week through the stuff. So, yeah, she wrote codependent no more, right? Because many of you guys know, I was in a very abusive relationship, multiple relationships. Part of that abuse, and allowing myself to go through that abuse was the codependency aspect of it. So it's breaking that codependency cycle. And even though I still, I feel like I want to take things back, that codependency is always around me. So, and I can find when I start feeling a little codependent on situations or people for that matter. And so I love that book. That book really kind of helps me ground myself and get out of that funk, whatever funk I might be in. So I hope that helps others. And if this book is resonating to you as we read through it and things of that nature, by all means, get your copy, read it. I'm telling you, I love it. It just starts my day off right. And if you're really codependent and you're really trying to break that cycle, do what I did. Sleep with it in your bed so you do not forget to wake up in the morning and read it as the first thing, because it really does start your day. And I believe what you do first in the morning to start your day really sets the tone for the rest of your day. So anyways, and talking about setting the tone for the rest of our day and for this show, I got a few funny clips. This is from, oh boy, I can't remember, but there's I'm sure as soon as I put it up, it'll say the name of the site. So this is from one of the creators on YouTube. She has well over 1 million followers. This particular clip, I want to say, has been seen at least 4 million times. It is a lengthy clip, but I'm telling you, good morning, LS. I laughed all the way through it, and I thought, you know what, this is really, really good. And I bet you my audience would, as being Saturday, I don't usually come live Saturday. We want to set the tone. We want to have a little bit of fun in all the unfun things that we do. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys, and then we will move on with our day. Yep.
Playing a game of whack here. Whack!
On today's episode of Wax.
No. Oh, God.
Sorry, guys.
My 2 kitty cats. My friend.
Oh, you pick a card? Yeah. Would you choose?
Parkour! Parkour! Extreme! Parkour! This is parkour. Hey, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go. Don't go down there. Ah, he got.
Come on,
Good morning, Emma.
you can do that. Oh, you f***ing did it. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a horrible idea.
No, those are those are my eyelashes.
It's okay. No.
I think I made too many friends out here. Yep, most definitely.
What's up, dude? What is?
Get out of the dishwasher.
So Knox is the best dog in the...
I'm just curious how many people, there are way too many hyper animals. I think we need Jim Higdon's hemp products for animals for some of these dogs and cats. Oh my goodness, 2,000 ducks? You have got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Guys, there's so much more. This is hilarious stuff. And this was funny animal. I don't know. It's a creator on YouTube. And I got to tell you, this is some funny stuff. And there's a few of them. Some of them are a little lame, but most of them are pretty funny.
Oh, shit. I mean, if you poke him enough, he'll move. Is he alive even?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pissed. He looked at me. But I have my own child. Hi. You want to say hi?
I gotta go. Bye. Okay. Bye. I'm leaving.
This is my new carpet. It's new. Come on, man. No!
I told my son to take the donkey a bath.
That's not a rat. That's not a rat. That's a muskrat. Hey, little
So
bit.
anyways,
Oh my God!
So anyways, that's the funny for the day. There's a lot more. We will pick it up from there tomorrow and watch some more funny little things. Again, this was, Funny Animals Life is the creator. Funny Animals Life has well over 1 million followers and just hilarious, just absolutely hilarious. So thought you guys needed to see that. It was funny. There's a lot more funny on that video. I've got to tell you. So getting in some different news before we get into the topics that we're going to be covering today. Let me see where we are. All right, here is a news clip. Now, we're going to watch this news clip. Where's that? Okay, there it is. So we're going to watch this news clip. This is of a rescue of a 9-year-old abducted child from Atlanta law enforcement. Just want to give a big shout out to Atlanta. You know, we back the blue here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. And kudos to them for this amazing. We're going to watch the news clip and then we're going to watch the body cam footage. So, now we get into the serious stuff. I know we were kind of lighthearted at the beginning, and I think that it's important that we do have a nice, healthy balance on this channel. So we're going to try to modify the channel so it's uplifting as well as enlightening. Good morning, Lana. Yes, I know. And there's more to come. That was there was 16 minutes of recording those funny animals, and some of the stuff, it gets funnier. Pull this back in.
We have new details tonight on a story grabbing your attention online. A 9-year-old was trapped inside a stolen car as the driver tried to get away from police. Well, the vehicle eventually crashed. The suspect was caught, but tonight, thanks to officer body camera video, we are hearing the first words of that terrified child said when he finally was rescued by officers.
Radio, they're tracking the car to South Court.
The family of the kidnapping victim gives the officer the child's location using his iPhone locator technology. The officer spots a chopper where the 9-year-old may be.
It's right there. I'm gonna go look.
He quickly gets to his cruiser and the search begins. And then bingo.
I got the car, Peoples and RDA.
Thank you, Lana. That's
The
sweet.
car zooms past him and the chase is on. Go, go. The officer tells everyone to stay off the air so he can give the direction of flight.
Peoples northbound towards Oak Street. GSP is behind him.
They're on Peoples Street, southwest, approaching Oak Street. As the officer chases the vehicle with the kid inside, Georgia State Patrol makes a pit maneuver and the vehicle crashes.
GSP pit.
With gun drawn, the officer moves in for the arrest.
Show me your f***ing hands. Get the f*** out the door. Get the f*** in the f***ing door.
Please don't go. Don't beat me up, man. Listen, I didn't have anything ready to
What about the child? Officers found him safe. He wanted to know about his mom.
My mom called you. Excuse me.
No, Lisa, we haven't started. Summer Wells is going to come later. We're just getting into some of the updates and news around the country right now, and then we'll go into and start diving into Summer Wells. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Lana. Good morning, everybody that has come into the channel. Now we're going to watch the actual body cam footage.
Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Radio, they're tracking the car to South Gordon and hold on, stand by. So check the area, South Gordon and Westmead. The area they're talking about location? It's right there. I'm gonna go look. You're up around Morgan and Evans Street. I got the car, Peoples and RDA.
You had information of GSD, ready?
Go.
You cut off on people.
Give me the air. People's northbound towards Oak Street. GSP is behind him. GSP pit. Show me your hands. Get the out the door. Open the door.
So you're trying to kill us. You're trying to kill us. Oh my gosh, she's trying to kill us. Oh my gosh, she's trying to kill me. Why would y'all do that, man?
Get up.
Please don't go. Don't beat me up, man. Listen, don't get on that. Don't fight me, man. Don't fight me. Stop, don't fight me. He don't stop on the fight me. He don't stop on the fight me. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Your head.
He hit us. I didn't have anything ready to us. He hit us. That's messed up. He hit us. Trying to kill us. He hit us. That's messed up.
Everyone, thanks for your ideas. Appreciate you coming over also.
He hit us. That's messed up.
Supervisor.
She like that. She like, see, come here. I can show you what she does. I can show you.
Okay, you did a good job. You did a good job, man. You did a good job.
Excuse me.
You okay?
Yes.
You okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we just take you to your mom. You're all right. Okay.
My mom called you.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
She did.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I got you.
So a heroic day for that little boy. He was abducted, apparently in front of a Goodwill. And, thanks to Atlanta PD, he was returned safely to his mother. That had to have been a very emotional event for him. And, you've got to watch your children and be vigilant. But kudos to Atlanta Blue. Kudos to you. Yes. And you heard that guy. The guy was like, oh, you hit us. You tried to kill us. You try to do this. You try to do that. Not even addressing the fact that he just snatched this boy. And you could see that boy was pretty scared and wanted his mother. And so thank God. Yep, exactly, Lana. Thank God he was okay. But again, a child that, we don't actually see these things in true color. This stuff does happen every day. Which kind of dovetails us into, Summer Wells. And, if I really truly believe she was abducted, I would be the first one on here to say that. I don't believe that is the case. Unless something major comes forward, I will not believe that. I can't. So, as we move on, there was a couple things that, and here's another one. Just despicable people in this country. But, again, we like to, I think one of the things I'm lacking on here is the fact that people don't see the good work that's being done in and around the country from our law enforcement. So this is also a tribute to our law enforcement. And this next one is no different.
Yeah, hey there, Mike and Sher. Just got done talking to police here in Anaheim Hills at one of their substations here. This started not too far from here in Brea. We'll talk more about that pursuit in a moment, but let's first tell you about why they were looking for this suspect in the first place. You may remember last week, there was a 13-year-old girl on her way home from junior high school when a man attempted to kidnap her. Part of that was caught on video. You see a white pickup truck in that video you're looking at now. A guy got out of that pickup truck, went to the sidewalk where this 13-year-old girl was walking, tried to drag her into his car. Luckily, there were witnesses. Luckily, the girl fought back, kicked and screamed. That apparently spooked the guy enough. Other people were also screaming, calling police at the same time. So the guy drove away. But before he drove away, they got a pretty good picture of his truck, not only from that surveillance video, but also from some other cameras. They put a picture of that truck out there. Police have been looking for it today. They think they might have spotted us. As it goes to today's video from Sky 5 HD, this is near the end of the pursuit. You're talking about how it went on for nearly an hour. Started here in Orange County, in North Orange County near Brea, ended up way down in South Orange County. Where you're looking at now is near the I-5 South and La Paz. We're told that this guy tried to get out again after he actually pulled over. What happened was when they got down there in South Orange County, California Highway Patrol assisted Anaheim police, put out some spike strips. The truck had a trailer on it, as you're probably seeing in the video there. Well, apparently the spike strips, it looked like they may have worked on the truck and possibly on the trailer. The truck pulled over, but the guy didn't give up. According to police, he then went back, tried to unhook the trailer so he could possibly keep going from the pursuit. But at that point, when he tried to unhook the trailer, police got involved, went and tackled him. He is now in custody. He's been identified as Andrew Pio, and a resident of unincorporated Anaheim. Now they're trying to find out if he is the guy who tried to kidnap that 13-year-old girl last week. They haven't confirmed that, but they're obviously have some more investigation to do. But they do think this might be a big break in the case. We'll find out more after they interview him and do a little more investigation. Now reporting live in Anaheim Hills, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
Again, You know, we watched in Houston in the Deerfield area or Deer Park, I can't remember, yesterday, of that Honda Civic that has been, and it's been multiple attempts, not just one, but we actually got to see that car in action pulling up to a young girl, teenager, it appeared to be of a teenager size and person, and trying to coerce her into the vehicle. And you saw her stepping away. You know, she was on the sidewalk walking alone, and she ended up stepping in. She approached the car when it rolled down its window, and I guess she realized something was happening. So she started backing up, and so much so that she went past the sidewalk and into the grass on the other side of the sidewalk, as far away from the car as possible. And as this car was talking to her, she kept backing up, and it appears like she made a beeline to a house, and that car started backing up down the road away from her really fast, because he knew that she was going to get help. And so there's a lot of things going on in and around this country with our children. You know, we're not going to go into too much related to, you know, even Disney. You know, we had Grady Judd. Grady Judd did a sting, an undercover sting, an online sting, which netted 4 Florida Disney employees in that sting. And then, of course, we're hearing all this stuff going on with Disney and some of the propaganda that they're going into, and it's scary. Our children are under attack in this country, and we have to be vigilant. We have to talk to our children. Even our teenage children need to be using the buddy system going to and from school. This is becoming very heightened as we discuss these cases. There's a lot of things that we ourselves can help prevent. And so we want to educate our children as much as possible, and also let them know to trust their gut instinct. A lot of us trust our gut instinct. I trust my gut instinct. And we have to, you know, teach our children when they have something screaming inside of them to get out, get out, get out. So good morning, Anissa. I wasn't even sure you were going to be here this morning. I guys, I have to let you know that I fired Anissa yesterday. Last night, I fired her until this morning. I haven't killed her yet. So what's going on? Thank you. Oh, yeah. What's going on with Lana? Did I miss something here? Hold on, let me go up. Did I miss something from you, Lana? I lost my son. Oh, wow. Yeah, Lana, I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. They have not found the driver. Yeah. That's sad. I had a situation, you know, a crime happened to me in my 20s, and they have not found the perpetrator of that. And the detective, his name was Detective Hutto with the city of Bradenton Police Department. And he was the investigator on my case. And he always kept in touch with me, even over the years, you know, just to say hi and check on me. And then, you know, shortly, I think it was like a couple years after, maybe 3 years after my case was brought forward, he ended up losing his life. He was attacked by a shark, I believe, or he drowned or something, actually not too far from my house, where I was living at the time. So thank you, Anissa. It's great for you to be here. Great for you to be here. I think you and Robin were having entirely too much fun last night. Yes. Don't forget to hit the like button. Right under this here, there's a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that. It is free for all of you to say thank you. Just hit that like button. Just hit that like button. Yeah. Yeah. I will be in front of Disney on April 16th with my bullhorn. Many of you know I advocate for many things, and an assault against our children is one of those things that requires my butt to be planted in front of Disney. So I will be out there. You know, it's not all about being on YouTube. It's not all about talking about these cases. For me, it's also about action. You know, what am I doing out there to make a difference in this world? And whether or not my strategies and things of that nature may be controversial to some, I will always do what I feel is right for myself, you know, and when I see something or someone or a company assaulting our children, it does require my presence if I have the ability to do so. And with Disney only being 2 short hours away from my home, I will be planted in front of Disney with my sign, with my shirt, with my bullhorn, and with me telling Disney about themselves. So, with that being said, I just want to let you know, I may go live. I may go live. You know, it is when you're dealing with stuff like this, it does kind of run into the political aspect of it, which I try to keep off the Bullhorn Betty channel unless it's advocating for children. But in this case, I feel that it is advocating for children as well as parents. And it even though may be perceived as political to some, it is far beyond that for me and this channel. So I will be going live from Disney on April 16th. It's going to be, I believe, from 2 to 6. Anybody that wants to come out and join us in solidarity, this is, you know, both party lines will be out there, you know, standing in a united front. So those that would like to come and stand united, no matter what side of the aisle you are on, and you want to fight for your children and fight for your rights, please come stand next to me as we do that on April 16th from 2 to 6 p.m. in front of Disney. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we're glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I appreciate that, Amy. That's very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of us are starting to see it. You know, when I grew up, we didn't have these issues. I mean, Disney was and it's crazy because they changed. I don't know if they sold or if something happened in the culture of Disney that almost made them predatory against our children. You know, they used to want to help. We had the Mickey Mouse Club. And even, you know, years later, we heard things that went on behind the scenes at Disney with some of the people, young children that were like in the Mickey Mouse Club and things of that nature, you know, and we just blew it off and it was all shoveled under the rug. And, you know, years later, this stuff has been mounting and mounting. And here we are. And had we taken action way back then, it makes you wonder, would we be in this situation now? Who knows? Who knows? All I know is I'm going to do my part. And when I do my part, I'm representing the people on this channel that represent me and support me. So let's see. Yeah. And so we're not, yeah, I get you, Amy, but we're not going to get too far into that. We're going to stay with the child advocacy aspect of it, as well as the parental right aspect of it, which everybody can agree that that is their right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and then we have one more, and then we'll start getting into Summer Wells and having the open panel and discussion here today on the Bullhorn Betty channel. And this is 2 parts. It's because I accidentally, I didn't seam it together afterwards. I just didn't have time before I came live. But I do have a missing person. This has just happened out of Massachusetts. They are eagerly looking. So if I have anybody in and around the Massachusetts area, please, please, please pay attention to this segment, this portion of this segment, and pass this around. And if anybody has heard of this lady, anybody has any information, anybody has, you know, still photography, videography, anything of that nature on the day in question, please, 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 good morning, Texaholic, please turn this over to the police department, help this family out. This woman has gone missing. She's a teacher, and we just want to bring awareness to her case. We just want to bring awareness to her case.
We continue our missing series tonight with the disappearance of a woman named Megan Marone. She is a school teacher from New York, and she went missing on a hike in a relatively small wooded park in western Massachusetts, and Megan has not been seen since. For more than a week, search crews have been combing the area looking for the 42-year-old, but so far they have had no luck in finding her. Correspondent Marky Martin is joining us live tonight with a closer look at her disappearance and what we know at this point. Good evening, Marky.
Good evening, Marnie. You know, the bucolic Berkshires region of western Massachusetts has really become known as this relaxing vacation spot, probably best known for its scenery, its outdoor activities. Well, at the very end of March, Marone, who's from the Albany area, teacher, went to escape for a quick getaway, escaping Monday through Friday classroom life. She got there, checked into a hotel, apparently went on a hike, and hasn't been seen or heard from since. And tonight, questions are mounting about what really happened.
I haven't lost hope.
Peter Naples says it's not unusual for his sister, 42-year-old Megan Marone, to go on short getaways by herself. Her love of hiking and the outdoors, drawing her to the Berkshires for the last weekend in March.
I texted with her Saturday night when she was staying at the hotel here in Stockbridge. She was having a bowl of soup and reading her book, and I said I'd speak with her tomorrow. And that was the last I heard from her.
When her family didn't hear from Marone for several days, they got worried and called police. They found her car at Longcoat Park.
It's a small park, about 46 acres, and it does have hiking trails.
Police believe Marone parked and went for a hike on Sunday, March 27th. For more than a week, searchers have combed the area, even using dogs, drones, and helicopters. They say there was no sign of foul play in her car, and they were able to track her cell activity for a short time before the signal went dead. Based on the last ping from her phone, they have now shifted the search efforts to a private wooded area about 3/4 of a mile west of the park.
Some areas of the terrain we're searching are extremely difficult, very, very thick, and that's kind of hampered search efforts.
Authorities have not released the name of the hotel where Marone was staying, but say they have confirmed she was traveling alone. Her brother has set up a website, findmeganmarone.com, seeking information in the case, and the family is offering a $50,000 reward for her safe return. Tonight, friends are refusing to give up hope.
It's just totally traumatic, and she is a beautiful person who makes our world better.
The school telling us today that Marone is a 10th grade English teacher. She is beloved. So, of course, this has been an extremely stressful time on her campus as well. Those students, the staff there, we know the superintendent sent out a campus-wide email just making sure everybody knew that continued help, resources, and support would be made available to those who need it. We've also been told by authorities anybody with more information is asked to call Lee Police, Bethlehem Police, or 911.
Marnie, important to get that story out there tonight. Marky, thank you. I want to bring in now Megan's brother, Peter Naples. He is joining us live tonight to talk about the ongoing search for his sister. Peter, thank you. I know this is difficult. Really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
I do understand you've been out there helping in the search of a 2-mile area or so. Has anything stood out to you? Any clues that you've come across?
One thing about this case is that nothing has stood out so far. I've had volunteers in there. I know the effort and resources used by Massachusetts State Police, Lee Police, Berkshire Search and Rescue to comb the area so far. And so far, absolutely nothing has come up.
The terrain, I understand, is pretty rough. There's some deep ravines out there. It's difficult to get around. Is there a chance that your sister could have fallen? Is that one of the theories?
It's possible. For where we are looking right now, I'm not quite sure how she would have even ventured there in the first place. But the fact that we have people still looking, that's a comfort.
Tell me more about that last ping of the cell phone. It happened about 3 p.m. on Sunday, March 27th. It was west of the park. I think what I understood is it was in an area where there weren't any trails. What does that make you think?
It just leaves more questions than answers. The trail where her car was found was directly in front of her. The area that's being looked at right now is 3/4 of a mile in the opposite direction. Why she went there or why her phone pinged there, I'm not too sure.
How closely are you and other family and friends communicating with police at this point in the search? Have they been able to give you any hope in what they're doing?
They are doing their very best, and they have been in communication with me every day.
Hold on, and then we got the next one. I accidentally hit it. There we go.
As a brother and one of my best friends, I'm going to do everything I can to find my sister, hopefully alive.
Anything more you can share about people you spoke with at the motel where she was staying?
Not a lot. They said that when she ventured out on Sunday that she was in good spirits. It was a brief conversation. They mentioned that she asked where the place was that she was looking for and that she was feeling good. That is what we heard today, as a matter of fact.
And Megan was accustomed to the outdoors. She loved being outside. I know that she loved being on trails, even going out on her own from time to time to do what she was doing, to feel like she was part of nature. What else do you want to share with us about your sister, who she is, what you miss right now?
This is the toughest part of this. We are talking about one of my best friends. We're talking about someone that has touched countless students. And I plan on, there's already testimonial on my website, www.findmeganmarone.com. There's tons of testimony. I've done many class trips with her class down in New Jersey, and they all come back saying she's changed our life.
What makes her so special?
Her outlook, her view of how this world is, without a doubt.
Peter, we go to the ends of the earth to find and protect the people we love. I know you're doing that now. I appreciate your time. We'll stay in touch, and I hope for good news for you and your family soon.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And if you have any information on the disappearance of Megan Marone, contact the Lee Police Department. We've got that number on your screen.
So there is a recently missing person out of Massachusetts, a teacher. Her brother's on there. You can see in his eyes, he's very, very concerned. He's saying basically he doesn't know why she would be in the area that she was in. She goes out in nature quite often. It was kind of like with Paola Miranda, when we went searching for her, we couldn't figure out why she would get off that path. Even if she got on, the land, would she have ventured that deep into that thick brush and foliage? And it's kind of the same sentiments with Megan's brother. He doesn't understand why she would have ventured into that specific area. Although police have ruled, this not being a suspicious in nature, foul play being involved, it always makes you wonder, how did they come to that conclusion so quickly just based upon, the vehicle? Yeah, the vehicle doesn't appear to have been touched and things of that nature. So, you just never know. You just never know. It is sad. Anybody in the Massachusetts area, anybody in this specific area, if you were in and around that park, please go through your footage, and anything that you can find, please send over to law enforcement. That's what we advocate for. Anything, just do your part. If you know where this location was and you were there on March 27th, you were asked to look through dash cam footage, your GoPro footage, your phone footage, videos, regular photos, just anything you can do to help this family, help this case. Please get it sent over to law enforcement. Thank you so much. Thank you. So it has come to the time. Good morning, Harley's World. I don't know if I told you, Mel Mac. It's getting to the point, and I think that's what all this stuff is showing us. We're so independent, and we have to realize that there are some, and it's not just us. I mean, we just saw a little boy, a 9-year-old boy, getting kidnapped, and the body cam footage that was associated with that. It's not just us. We have predators out there and we are the prey. We are the prey. Thank you, Anissa. We are the prey, and our children are the prey. But it's getting to the point where this stuff is happening. And guys, this has been happening for many years. This is not new stuff. What's new is that it's being brought to social media. What's new about it is it's being able to be disseminated very quickly through the use of social media. And that is what needs to be conveyed, is that we are doing things about it. We are making this stuff known a lot quicker than it ever has been. Even with the Summer Wells and the Gabby Petito case, for example, we were able to push out information before the 5 o'clock news. So it's like, at this point, sometimes the news organizations, the mainstream media, are behind the 8 ball, because you can find things on Twitter and YouTube much quicker than you can waiting for the news to come on your TV. So we're pushing this case. I'm going to monitor Megan's case. We'll give you guys updates, but please share her information around. We want to try to get as much eyewitness testimony, any kind of evidence, over to law enforcement as quickly as possible so they can help this family. It's been a week, so a lot can happen in a week. A lot can happen in the week. Good morning, Danny. Good morning. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So now comes the time where we're going to open the panel. Good morning, Race Girl. We're going to open the panel to our audience. If you do not want your face on the screen, that is perfectly fine. We will let you just turn your camera off, which looks like this. Or you can have your camera on, which looks like this. But when you get behind and in the backstage, I just ask that you turn your camera on so I can see that there's a real person behind there that would like to speak. And we're going to start having people come up. I'd like to get your insight on this case. My mods, if you guys would like to come up and chit chat, come on up. We definitely want to get some insight. I know that a lot of people try to say, I don't like opposition, right? And I block opposition, which is untrue. We can disagree, and we can disagree respectfully. So even if you oppose my position, I'm interested in hearing yours. So I just dropped the StreamYard link for those that would like to come up. We're opening up the panel to our audience this morning just to talk about the Summer Wells case. Many of you guys know we are going to be going over the Hunter interview on Monday. And we have gone over a lot of segments and a lot of clips about the statements made by both Candace, Don, and Grandis at the beginning. Well, Grandis was much later. She was recent. But Don and Candace's statement from the beginning of this case, and some of the stuff we aired, some of the personal phone calls I've had with Don. personal phone calls that interviews that we heard. Good morning, Alice. Nice to see you in here. And so if anybody just wants to come up and chit chat, let's have a conversation. Any takers? Good morning, Angela. Yes, get open carry permits. I personally have a concealed weapons permit. I am hearing that we may have some different laws coming to the state of Florida that might be good, where we can have open carry here in the state of Florida. I think that's good. Bottom line is 10 people, 10 good guys with guns will deter the one bad guy with guns. And that's just my position. May not be mimicked by my audience, and that's okay. We're entitled to our own position. So that's just where I stand on it. I think everybody's holding on to hope, and I wish I could, I try to convince myself that she's okay and, out there, but it's not really my feelings that have changed my mind about that. It is the way her parents have been speaking about her since day one. And, we had Don on here yesterday on one of the clips trying to convince people why he's using this past tense verbiage. And their actions are not that of parents that are working hard to find their child, as if they know there's no point, as if they know where she's at, as if they know that she's never coming home. I've had Don tell me multiple times that when I was out there that, he wishes that she could come home. And just some of the language he has used with me personally about the situation and the vibe I got by being there personally is just, it just, I wish it would be true. I really do, but I just don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible, not because of me, but because of them. And yes, for anybody that wants to come up, please come up and have your conversations. Thank you, Anissa, for keeping that posted. Good morning, Cotton Candy. Good morning. Anissa, I might have to drag your butt up here if nobody's going to come up here. But I tell you, this whole case with Summer Wells, many of you guys know, when we do a lot of due diligence. Maybe you guys don't know. We do a lot of due diligence in these cases. And I went over, Shane McLaughlin, why we did not take that case. We had an outpour of people reaching out to us by email, reaching out to us on TikTok, reaching out to us on Facebook and Instagram, asking us to look into the Shane McLaughlin case and take on the Shane McLaughlin case. And, many of you guys know at the beginning of the year, I explained to you that I really want to bring somebody home, and I really want to bring somebody home alive. That is one of my goals, is to help reunite a person with their family. And I will achieve that goal one day, but that is my goal. So whenever we got Shane, we knew he was okay. We not okay, but we knew he was alive. We knew he was somewhere. Based upon his mother's statement, he was being held against his will somewhere in an undisclosed location. And then we had Riley Lively reach out to our team and say, hey, we really need your help. You got a large following. We need you to bring some, eyes to this case. And so Olivia and I actually did our due diligence. We went through the case. We looked up a lot of information. We went through this with a fine-tooth comb with Shane McLaughlin, but unfortunately, there were some red flags in this case that prevented us from wanting to assist in the case. And then shortly after that, Riley Lively got burned by Shane's mother in the most horrific possible way. And it just makes me think that I am very thankful that we do, due diligence. We do investigate things before we jump in and before we put our name on it. And we do that because it's important that if we're going to help a situation, that we make the situation better, not worse. And, we're very thankful for that we didn't get involved, because I truly believe that some of the stuff Shane was stating was true about his mother. And a couple of those things that he had stated about his mother is that she had Munchausen by proxy syndrome, which means that he has had a pretty rough life in his mother's care. And when I heard that and started looking into that, and, he talks about him filing police reports and going to and making reports himself to the Department of Children and Family Services, or the alphabet soup of child welfare in his state, we realized very quickly that there was a lot more going on behind the scenes than many people were paying attention to or acknowledging. And we just did not feel comfortable in assisting in that case. I truly believe that Shane made the decision for himself. He was old enough to understand the consequences to his decision. And he should now, believe it or not, if I'm not mistaken, he is now probably 18 years of age, hopefully, and is now able to live his life as he sees fit. I do not believe that he was being held against his will. I believe he left on his own accord to escape whatever was going on in his household. And I, of all people, can understand and identify with that. So just to state my opinion on that. So it doesn't appear like there's any takers on coming up here and discussing either Summer Wells or another case. If you guys have another case that is important to you to bring awareness to, that might be a great option for you guys as well. Otherwise, I can replay some of the videos that we have played in the past. I cannot go on to Hunter because I promised the audience we would be discussing the Hunter interview on Monday. Otherwise, I would be able to, start that. Right now, we're just monitoring the airwaves for any breaking news, anything that could be, bring awareness to a particular case. If there's any takers, please come on up and discuss the case or discuss Summer Wells, whichever you prefer. And as many of you guys know, you guys probably saw my my video that I posted about Will Smith, right? That's our kind of our entertainment news. He resigned from the Academy of Motion Pictures, and he has now been officially kicked out of being associated or participate in any Oscars or Academy events for 10 full years for that slap of Chris Rock, which I thought was, I was quite shocked that he allowed himself to do that on TV. That was, I think, a horrible precedent to to show the world, especially young men that are watching. That's not how we handle our business. Oh, he's suing him also. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, so let's see what you got going on here. I'm chicken to talk, laugh out loud. I do have a question. Why did Dawn say they had just gotten Summer back? I missed that. When was that? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all. Yeah, he was banned for 10 years. Well, Ray Squirrel, you could be shy and just take your face off the thing and we can just hear your voice if you'd like. Don't forget to go out and give me a thumbs up if you would. I'd appreciate it. Oh. I would probably venture to say no. She was not in foster care because DCS was just going out there recently. And if you recall with Jose's interview, they had gone out there before, but they did not answer the door. Why they didn't be more persistent, I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know why they weren't more persistent until it got to this point. It blows my mind. Everything in the state of Tennessee right now in relation to the Summer Wells case is blowing my mind. It truly is blowing my mind. Let's see. No, I did not see that. If you can send me that skit, I will run it tomorrow so we can inform our audience about it. Send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Bullhornbetty@gmail.com. Emma, I see you. I see you, honey. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything is. Many of you guys, and maybe you do or don't know, Emma has been a member and a subscriber of this channel for quite a while. A great supporter. She likes, shares, subscribes, sponsors, everything. She's just a great asset to the Bullhorn Betty channel and community. And she has fallen ill and has been in and out of the hospital. And so if anybody in this chat, just give her, a thumbs up, a prayer. Tomorrow's Sunday. We want to make sure that she's in tip-top shape and tip-top health. And we want her back shooting and firing on all cylinders. We love Emma. Thank you so much for all your love and support. We just truly want the best for you. Yes, and that door to the basement. We've had way too many people. This is the problem I have. We have entirely too many people that says that there was a couch in front of that door and that door stayed locked. And I just want to know what happened to that couch and why was that door unlocked for her to go out? Because I'm telling you, something is up with that couch. I don't know why, but something is up with that couch. Because we have entirely too much corroborating witnesses stating that door stayed locked at all times with a couch in front of it. Where did the couch go? That's what I want to know. And when was it moved? So those are the questions I personally have. Sasha, good morning. Did I hear Gramsci Life was in here? Yeah. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we have a few people in here that are, even, who was it? Let me find you. Sorry, I don't remember all your names. Shade's been recovering as well. And, we have a lot of people in here that are going through their own stuff. And I think sometimes as a creator, I forget that, I forget everybody has their own stuff going through, and why I love inspirational and empowering messages. And, maybe this will be part of our channel. It just seems like it really does get us all moving in the right direction and on the right foot with this channel. So maybe go ahead and just do that. Summer's case is the first one. Let's see what this one says. Summer's case is the first one I have followed so closely. Each day, my mind is blown over the craziness that revolves around it. Is every missing case on YouTube always like this? It's unbelievable and sick. No, not all cases are like this. This one, had some bad elements involved. And part of those bad elements, I'm sorry, and I don't like calling YouTubers out. I tried, but this one, it takes the cake. But Benny Keys really did some damage in this case, period. And then he flip-flopped. And if you guys recall, in January, we had a conversation about this case. And I also had spoken to Benny about what he was going to do when the tides changed. I mean, he had his supporters sponsoring Candace and Don. He had them believing that they were innocent. And then he did the switcheroo, and they followed him right through the switcheroo. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. He incited a lot of the hate that went against any other creator, including Brian Enton, for going out there to cover this case. A lot of this stuff was sparked by him, Benny Keys. And that's where my issue is. Am I mad at Benny? Do I hate him? Of course not. That's not in my DNA to hate someone. I believe in forgiveness. But, his behavior, even now, when we watch him on White Rabbit and other stations, he's not acting appropriately. He's not acting professional. He's acting like a thug, hood rat in the gutter that has no common sense. If you want to be taken seriously, you need to act seriously. And unfortunately, he is lacking in that department. He needs to step it up. Do I think that he can do good? Of course I do. He's got a decent following, and he's got a loyal following. I just think it would behoove him. Yes, I said behoove for all my behoove haters, that he take that energy and turn it into something positive instead of something negative, because a lot of people are tuning him out. And I really believe he has a gift to get in front of people. He doesn't have to be their best friend to get what he wants. And though he was trying to change me to be more like him, I think you need to have an arm's length distance from the people involved in a case, so you can process everything and do it from afar. Because once you start becoming people's friends and start going down that avenue, you become prejudiced. You can't think logically. You now have a different opinion of them. You can't analyze the situation the same. And that's why you cannot be friends with people when you know that they had nothing to do with it, that they're cleared, they were in a different state. For example, we covered Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner. We've became friends with Diane, Crystal Turner's cousin. We have a good relationship with Sean Paul Schulte, Kylen's father. We have a connection with Jason Jensen, the PI, by the way, that took this case on pro bono and has, spent a lot of his own money trying to find leads and helping both of these families out. So kudos to Jason Jensen for that. And anybody that wants to donate to him should. I believe he has a GoFundMe or something of that nature. He's a good-hearted man and does deserve that. But, these are people that aren't involved in cases. I have no problems being friends with them. I have no problems in talking to them. I have none of those problems. But when you're talking about somebody that was the last person to see a child alive, and that child has disappeared, and then when you do background searches on these people and you see all the chaos in their life, it makes it very difficult for me to be friends with that person, because I need to keep my hat on, my investigative hat on, my want for answers hat on. And I cannot do that when somebody is screwing with my head and being my friend to my face. And those are the people that I think are responsible. I can't do it. I'm not designed that way. And I think the way he went about it was wrong. And look at all the implications that have come from it, from him being in a hotel room with Shannon and Candace, to the things that are going out. Like, I want to always make sure that those thoughts are not, you can't put those on me. I will never be in a room with some stranger to have some news brought about me. If I'm in a room, it's usually a hotel room with 4 people in it. Mom, Olivia, Jonathan, and myself. And possibly 5, depending on if we have another person in tow. You know, it depends. Like when we were in Moab at the Bowen Motel, they had a family room. So there was 3 queen size beds in there, right? And a private room. Jonathan got the private room. Olivia and her mom bunked in one bed. I bunked in another. You know, were we all in the same room? Yes. But sorry, you're not getting those kinds of comments about me because it just isn't happening. It just isn't happening. So he's really got himself in a pickle. And so does Candace, for a matter of fact. Now she's talking about this bag of toys, adult toys that popped up on her property. She called law enforcement. Law enforcement ain't trying to hear her BS. They do not like that woman. They do not like anybody on that hill. And it's like, I don't understand, knowing that law enforcement can't stand them, why they have not put them in jail, all of them in jail, for something right now, 10 months into this case, is beyond me. There is so much there. Her children were taken away. She has not been charged with the 3 boys that were removed from her custody, probably for neglect, endangerment, and a host of other things that they could be charged with. The state of Tennessee, you don't need to have the whole entire case together. Get the low-hanging fruit out of the way. There is nothing precluding them from being able to charge the parents with, the counts prior to Summer missing, and charge them with any counts from the date the Summer went missing forward with the other stuff. And there's nothing. I can't find anything. And unless I'm reading the law wrong, or I'm not getting the case law necessary, I don't see anything that's precluding law enforcement from arresting them for past crimes. I just don't. And it's turning my stomach as to why they still are out there. Hi, Beach Life. Nice to see you. Jackie, nice to see you. No, but I thank you for bringing that up. I know I got a lot of people in here that help out. If anybody wants to go back and look at those videos and start sending them to me, we're looking for that that couch. We need to find that couch. We need to find out what happened to that couch. I'm very interested. The Sunday school teacher is Robin Lane. That's the Sunday school teacher, Robin Lane. Yeah. I don't understand why they can't charge them with something. I mean, at this point, if they're almost at the end of their case, maybe that's the reason why. At this point, what's the point? But they just didn't get it. And just Tennessee, do better. I mean, when you think parents are involved, or even if you don't think they were involved, but they contributed to what happened. I mean, having weird people at their house, not having doors on the bathroom, having strange men living with them, and kids being able to see their business, when they're doing their business. That is chargeable offenses. That's chargeable offenses. You don't have to wait 10 months to wrap up a missing person case to go after other chargeable offenses. And I'm sorry, that needs to be the messaging. And I hope Tennessee learns a big, hard lesson, at the sake of Summer, by the way, but a hard lesson, and start doing things a little differently. You want to know how to handle these cases? Watch the state of Florida. The state of Florida does not play. The state of Georgia does not play. The state of Virginia does not play. These are the states that I believe that when missing children are reported, there should be a checklist of everything that law enforcement needs to do. And once you find anything, unless you absolutely have cleared the parents, 100% cleared the parents, they need to be held. They need to be held. So if they are a possibility, they need to be held. So they can't tamper with evidence. They can't obstruct justice. They can't do what happened in the Wells case. We don't ever want the shenanigans that happened in the Wells case to ever happen again in any other missing child case. I just want to be you know, to the point on that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like I've got anybody's partaking. Yeah, never get too close. You just can't get close to these people. You know, you can get close to them after they're cleared. After they're cleared, get close to them. You console them, help them, but you need to have a right mind and a right outlook in these cases, and you cannot have them skewered by, you know, relationships with the potential people of interest in that case. You just can't. If Candace and Don are not guilty of any crimes, then that's a different story. But we're 10 months in. Most parents are cleared, fully cleared in the involvement in their children at this stage. Fully cleared. They're fully cleared at the very beginning. They're ones of the first people that are cleared in these investigations. So it's just, I don't know. Yeah. I think cracking cases, Cam and Allie, I haven't been watching their page or anything, but I think they're kind of backing up. I know, you know, White Rabbit is kind of, she's, you know, she had her perception, and, you know, with new stuff coming out, her perceptions altered a little bit. Predator, a Predator Nation, his thoughts have altered a little bit. I'm not sure if Ernie's has changed at all now that he's been with Candace. And I gotta tell you this. Oh my God. So I was on Dolly Vision, you know, watching one of his lives, and it was White Rabbit's skit. I told you guys at the beginning of this, White Rabbit's skit on his live about all these people ganging up against Ernie, and, you know, just beating him up, you know, just total bullying. It was hard to watch because these are adult people acting worse than our children act, and it is insane. And to think that these people are parents is even more insane, right? And so we're watching this whole thing unfold, and it's coming down to it gives Mullet a whole new name, I've got to say. If you guys have not watched it, I definitely recommend it. It's one of those things where I was laughing but wanting to hug a toilet at the same time. Like, it was out there. It was out there. It was Barfaroony. Like, it's about Candace. It's about Ernie and Benny fighting over Candace. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And Dolly Vision's perception on it made me want to bleh. I gotta say. And a shout out to Dolly Vision. Dolly Vision, I don't know if many of you watch him or not, but he has soap. It's kind of funny that a man makes luxurious soap. Kind of interesting. Definitely not what I expected in a creator. But for those that want, apparently I hear it's some pretty darn good soap. It's he said he was going to send some to Candace, and he wanted to know what he should say. And of course, you know, my response is, clean that stink ass from Dolly Vision. That's what I would have said. Just saying. But anyways, he's selling it, these bars, $5 or $10 for one bar, or two for $5. So it's basically buy one, get one free. So if anybody wants to go over there, tell me how that soap is. I'm interested in knowing. If anybody's bought Dolly soap, I'd like to know. Does it really smell good? Is it really as luxurious as he says? For those that want to purchase some, go over there and get yours. It's sponsoring the Clean Your Ass campaign for Candace. You can't make this stuff up, I swear. I know. That's what I say too. He's been on a couple times because it's been before 9. So I know because I've been able to jump onto a few of his lives here recently. But yeah, I'm in bed. I'm in bed. Like I'm in bed by 8 o'clock. I'm usually asleep between 9 and 9:30. So if you guys see me in a chat with my name after 9:30, you might want to text me because it might not be me. It might not be me. And people that don't know how to spell my name, that means it's definitely not me. Yeah, possibly. I love Dolly. Are you kidding me? People are crushing on Dolly, quite frankly. We were in White Rabbit's chat. I don't know. I mean, I am surprised. Drool was coming out of some of these women's mouths. Drool. You heard Dolly Vision, they just started salivating. He's definitely got his clique of women that follow him. I gotta say, Dolly Vision, you got something going on there. You got all these women chasing after you. That's more than Vinny can say. He's got Candace and Shannon. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. We got him. We got him coming in here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Annabelle. A Dolly lover right there. A Dolly lover right there. That's too funny. Dolly got swagger. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised Dolly's not blushing the time. Thank you, Lana. You're sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm surprised I don't even know how he can go on his channel. If I had that many men crushing on me in here, my face would be beat red. It would be beat red. Dolly swagger. Maybe we should do a fun little skit. Maybe I'll work on it tonight. Do a fun little skit of Dolly swagger. We'll run a little skit on him tomorrow. Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see you. OBK isn't gonna like that. Dolly taking his women. I don't think Dolly wants his BK's women. I really don't. I don't think Dolly wants BK's type of women. I really don't. I don't know. He might swing that way. I don't know. Don't know. I'm just saying. Because he didn't, I don't know. I almost saw a little bit of throw up come up whenever he looked at Shannon and Candace. I think he had to put it back down. I don't know how he kept a straight face when he was talking about the mullet. Yes, I would have to believe that. I would have to believe that. Yeah. So anyways, I'm over here crying. This stuff is so funny. Good morning, Jax. Good morning. Yeah, I know. Right. Absolutely. And I'm surprised because, I thought BK's ex-wife was pretty, but if she's going and, slinging that, that stuff with all those women, man, she must have came home one day and smelled some funk. And said, nope, I'm leaving. Let's see what. You know what, Pam? I did hear something through the grapevine because Evil Exists put something out that Candace said she didn't want Summer or the boys back. You know, I have not looked into that, so I can't tell you if that is corroborated or not. I can tell you I love Evil Exists videos, and I think it's thorough. I think Evil Exists does a good job, and I don't see Evil Exists posting something that isn't true. But they didn't allege that they went to court and was told that the boys, she couldn't get the boys back. What I can tell you, and I've said this on this channel multiple times, is Candace is not doing one thing she needs to do to get those children back, because there's a litany. If anybody's ever gone through Child and Protective Services, I haven't. I don't have children. But I know the process because I'm involved in my county. I go to my Board of County Commissioner meetings. Some of that is related to funding our organizations with taxpayer funds. So they have to do a presentation and tell us, you know, what the process is in their, you know, their protocols and stuff like that. They give a full presentation to say, you know, we really need extra funding and da, right? So part of that is their checklist of what the parents need to do to get their children back. And so I'm familiar with that. My best friend has custody of her grandchildren that she received recently, and she's going through the process. So I not only have the process that was told to me by being present at the Board of County Commissioner meetings, I also have personal knowledge with what is going on in my best friend's life related to her grandchildren. And I can tell you there is this huge list of what people need to do in order to get their children back once they have been removed by the courts and by the state. She's not doing any of that. One is not being around other felons and going to parenting classes and, you know, going through this huge checklist of things you need to do to show the courts that you really want your children. And I don't see her doing that. And I've made that point be known on this channel. And of course, some haters come in here and say, how do you know that? What do you mean, how do I know that? Because people tell me. People live in the Rogersville area that watch the Bullhorn Betty channel, that send me emails in my at bullhornbetty@gmail.com and tell me, oh, I saw, you know, Candace today over at the Family Dollar. I seen her at the liquor store getting R&R. I seen her at the tax office picking up her tax paperwork. I get all those things. I know exactly, you know, I'm not following her around or anything like that, nor have I asked people to send that information to me, but they send the information to me. And I can tell you that lady has done zero to try to get her children back. And guess what? She had another set of children that were removed from her, and she actually took a shotgun out and pointed it to the social workers and went to a mental hospital over that and had to stay there in an inpatient care because of that incident, and that's why she wasn't charged. Now, she never tried to get those children back either. So basically what she does is has children, and when the state takes them away, she just lets them take them away. She never tries to fight for her children again. But yet people have been, because they don't do their due diligence, they don't care, they have been funding this monster as if she's going to get her boys back, but yet she's not doing anything but fixing up her house and doing absolutely nothing other than that to get her boys back, because she can't stay sober long enough to go to a freaking parenting class. She really can't. So I don't know. I don't see her ever getting her children back. We know that she had another set of children she did this exact same thing to. As soon as the state took them, that's it. She never fought for them again. That's the kind of woman she is. And we knew that early on because we pulled all the records. Sorry, a zebra can't change its stripes. We knew what we were dealing with. It's just taken a lot of other people to finally come around to really see and take the blinders off. And just because you don't like Bullhorn Betty doesn't mean the information coming out of my mouth is wrong. We have almost 200 people in here, and we have 85 likes. And we've had almost 165 people that have been studying here. Where are my likes, folks? What's up? What's up? Go out there right under this face, right down here. There's a thumbs up. Just go out there and hit that thumbs up. It is free to say thank you to me. It's free. And it keeps me going, right? It keeps me going. Keeps this channel relevant. It keeps us top of mind. My pal Sal, nice to see you, love. Nice to see you. Big shout out to you. Kristen, nice to see you. Yes, I know, right? I'm dumbfounded with all the where are my stuff? I always have this desk messy so I can pull the stuff I need when I need it. Why am I not finding the stuff I need? I need it. Oh, because it's over on this side. You know, these are not the only things. These are just the arrest records for Don Wells, right? These are just the arrest records for Don Wells. We still have all the incident cards. And as a matter of fact, I found them. Let me see if I can pull them up. I did find them. I'm going through because I realized I lost some content on our first trip. Because remember the whole thing with Benny Keys coming down the driveway and everything? I was looking in my folder and I'm like, why can't I find it? Thank God I sent it to Olivia in Telegram. Even though when I downloaded it back, it was all garbly at the beginning, which kind of sucks. I can't find that video. I can't find the original video of it. So, which I'm thankful I sent Olivia a lot of stuff through Telegram, you know, so I can download them later. But it just kind of sucks a little bit that I lost that content. And so something is amiss on my computer. But I did find the incident cards. Let me see if I can open them up. I did find those. And they're pretty shocking, if you ask me. They're pretty shocking. Where are they? I'm going to put them back in here, didn't I? These are all the videos. Where's my photos? Yeah. Oh, it's still loading. Let it load, and then we'll pull them up. But I have the incident cards. There was so much. Like, these are just the arrests. I mean, this is not really that thick, right? This is not really that thick. I mean, we have all this stuff here. But this is just the arrest. This is not how many times they've been to that property. And even the incident cards I have is not that many. Is not all the times they've been to the property, because we didn't go after the animal stuff. And I kind of, now that the animal cruelty and stuff of that nature has come up, now I want those animal ones, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my problem here is that part of their guidelines, you know, the Tennessee guidelines right here, the Department of Children's Services, talks about domestic violence and drug exposure to a child and environmental neglect. And it's like, you know, these law enforcement have been at their house so many times. Why did it take so long for DCS to know what was going on in the house? Why didn't law enforcement put them on notice much sooner in the process, especially going out there several times and seeing them both, you know, just falling over drunk? You know, that's not a condition for children to be brought up in. And not only that, by law enforcement allowing it to continue and not turning it over to the Department of Children's Services, it put those children in, you know, if this had happened back when Jose Roman was on that property and he was arrested for domestic violence and got caught with the gun and everything like that, if they would have been involved at that time, Summer Wells would be alive and in good care right now. If they would have done it back then. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I get it. Hindsight's 20/20. But, you know, this is why we have law and order. This is why we have rules and regulations. This is why they make the work aid and stuff like that for the Tennessee Department of Children and Family Services, right? But if they're not being followed, what the hell good are they doing? And I think that's kind of the situation that we're at now, is that, all these things are put in place, but nobody's following them. And here we are. Here we are 10 months later, and a 5-year-old, now 6-year-old, is still missing, and parents are still able to do what they need to do. Well, Don's not. But apparently with that bag of toys, Candace is not going without. Again, coming back to my other, right? My other, from the very beginning, I made a statement before Don Wells went to jail. I said, Don is going to be replaced just like that, because that woman can't keep those legs closed. And guess what? She did not prove me wrong one bit. She actually proved my statement was right. Again, the truthfulness of the Bullhorn Betty channel, check. Check, 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 check. People may not like me, but I get it right. People may not like me, but I get it right. So, oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Told you she couldn't wait. Stay away from the D, man. She just can't stay away from the D. The woman don't know how to keep those legs closed. That's how I know her and Jose Roman were. Just saying. Just saying. Oh yeah, animal cruelty too. And many of you guys know I put a video out that she's been gone for several weeks from the home. I've reached out to the Hawkins County Humane Society to do a welfare check on the animals to make sure that they're getting what they need, because just like everything else in Candace's life that's living, it will probably be dead soon if it's left to Candace's care, custody, and control. So we want to make sure that those animals are being taken care of and removed as needed, because if she's not on the property, I doubt she gives a damn about somebody else going on her property to feed those animals. As a matter of fact, I think what they're trying to do is make sure nobody goes on that property, which is a red flag for me. Why would you not let anybody come on your property? It's like they don't want anybody on that property searching. Why? They need to get probable cause and go on there and dig that whole entire place up. Burn that house down. Lawfully, not arson. All right, cotton candy. Let me see. Let me go up. Where are you? Let's find out. I wonder if we'd be able to find that out. You know what? I got something better. Let's see what we got. Sorry, guys, I'm having some issues here looking it up. So, county. Let's see if I can find something else. I don't think this is the right one. No, it's not the right one. Administrative offices. Let's see what we got here. I swear, their computer system is so screwed up here. So mother lover, what in the world? Let's just call down there. Let's find out. Why not? Oh, they're probably closed. Let's see. Yes, my name is Andra Griffin, and I received some information that Don Wells may have been charged with additional charges. Can you confirm with me if he's been charged with additional crimes since he's been in your custody?
No, he's not, ma'am.
He hasn't?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, going right to the horse's mouth. So that doesn't appear to be true. We just called down to the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department to see if he has been charged with any additional crimes since he has been in their custody. And he has, as of yet, has not been charged with any additional crimes related to, other additional charges since being in their custody for the violation of probation. So, and it comes back to, they need to do whatever they can, but it's all about the probable cause and building the case. And yeah, I don't know what their standard is. And it just seems to me that they would have something. But, for whatever reason, we're here. So it's sad. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't understand why it took them so long to actually set up an appointment to go look at their house. And it just, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened. So right now, we just made a phone call. Yeah. Maybe check Utah. Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, definitely no new charges in Hawkins County. So we'll do some due diligence. I will look into the Utah case, see where we are with that. But if they just question him and gave him his rights, they're probably not prepared to charge him just yet. And not only that, I was talking to my mother, and she was talking about extraditing him to Utah. If he is charged with the disappearance of his daughter here in Tennessee, then the extradition to Utah, he may be extradited there and then brought back here, or they may just keep him here and extradite him after the resolution of his case here in Tennessee. I keep saying here in Tennessee, I'm in Florida, but you know what I'm saying. Hellcat, good morning. Good morning. No, it's public record. They can't lie about that. That's a violation of law. So law enforcement's not going to lie about it. Mm-mm. No, law enforcement will do whatever they need to do, no matter where somebody's at. So unless they're under patient care, if they're inpatient, it's up to the doctor overseeing that patient, whether they're able to deal with certain things. But in the majority of cases, no matter what's going on, law enforcement can proceed with what they need to proceed with. So unless he's under doctor care, or, they feel it's in the best interest of the case to hold off on questioning him or talking to him, then you will get to that. So, hopefully that does answer your question. So but we'll monitor it. We'll see what's going on. I'm constantly looking every day. I'm here looking for new information about this case. I do want to take another trip there, but Jonathan was just there going to Michigan. Again, I kind of wish I would have went to Michigan, but I didn't want any implications or people thinking that I'm spending our Michigan money on a Michigan trip that wasn't associated with the Michigan trip. You know what I'm saying? Because the Michigan trip that just happened last week would have been for political purposes and me personally, as opposed to the Bullhorn Betty channel. But I am acquiring fundraising for a trip in the beginning of May to go to Michigan to cover a case. And so it's going to be amazing content. I no doubt believe this is going to blow everybody's mind. We are digging deep into a case. More is to come soon. Not right now, but once Olivia gives me the go ahead, we will start letting you know what we are up to and what we are planning. Hello, Betty Fan. Hi, Mike. Nice to see you. Amanda 1234, nice to see you this morning. Well, it takes money. Unfortunately, everything does. So, maybe it might be an option. I will speak to the team about that and see how we want to handle Monkey's case, and reach out to our audience and see what they want, because you got to remember, this channel, as well as Olivia's and JLR's, are 100% financed by viewers. So we need to make sure it's a case the viewers want to hear about, and the viewers are willing to sponsor Hellcat. But I'm game. I'm game to go anywhere. Many know I thrive in interviews and searches as opposed to being here going live. I'd much rather be in the field going live with you guys than sitting here. So let me talk to the team and see what's what, and then we'll go from there. Fair enough? Okay, perfect. That'd be perfect. And maybe reach out to me and put in the subject line Hellcat. And if you want to give me your telephone number, give me your telephone number, and I will get a hold of you and we'll discuss this case in detail. If you're that close, I'm sure you have a lot of inside information that could be beneficial to this case. Again, if you'd like to. I'm not opposed to going there. I'm not opposed to helping. I'm not opposed to looking into this case. And, if we can help, then that's really the other defining factor, is if we feel we can provide help and assistance, as well as, finding out more information. We would love, we would love. I know Michael Vaughn's case has gone on for quite some time, and anything that we can do at this point to help, we would be happy to do so. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're over our 2-hour mark. Our 2-hour mark is not necessarily the drop dead time. It's just the time that, I feel that there's other creators out there. And at some point, you guys have to get sick and tired of looking at my mug and need to go on and watch some other content with some other creators. And so I just want to bid you guys adieu. I want to tell you guys thank you for spending your morning with me Saturday morning. It was nice. It was lovely. I hope we got inspired to do good out there in the real world. I hope we've discussed a few things. I hope we got a few laughs in there as well. And I hope, for those that were having a bad day, it's bullhornbetty@gmail.com, Hellcat. And I hope that, we just help bring your day up and start your day off right. And I hope we continue to do that throughout the mornings that we spend together. I just want to thank each and every one of you guys again for being here and helping make this channel successful. We love you. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you to all my mods. It's been a pretty quiet morning here, so we're very thankful for that as well. God bless each and every one of you. Go make it a great Saturday. Go enjoy your day. And if you guys can, please, in this day and age of all this craziness and negativity and hate, just find some peace and love in your heart. With that, make it a great day.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.